Well, hello, hello, hello. I think I'm live. It says I'm live, so I must be live. Welcome in, everybody. I am Dean the Turkey Legster, and welcome to a Thursday edition of Let's Talk Turkey. I don't usually do Let's Talk Turkey on Thursday, but this is why I need to get back to my regular schedule, and I'll talk about a regular schedule and what I'm doing with the channel later on in the stream. But normally Thursday is Storyland, but I'm going to do something with that later on in the stream as well. So right off the bat, before I greet chat, hello to the friends in the chat. Um, Last time I did a home stream, I think it was the very last time, I guys told you that one of my turkey leg uh, ears had broken. But I think I also mentioned that I had a backup pair in the other room. It was in the other room when I was live before. I found my other pair of turkey leg ears on, you gotta see this, Bucky! So, I have graciously asked Bucky if he would relinquish my turkey leg ears now that I need them. And so thanks for keeping these safe, Bucky. And we're going to hear about Bucky later on in the stream. There he is. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna be off to the side for the stream, and I'm going to put on my turkey leg ears. Ah, the world feels right now. So welcome in, everybody. Let me scroll up to the chat tonight. Lyle, welcome in. Hello, hello. Robin, welcome in. I Heart Disney. I'll be seeing Robin in a few days. Looking forward to that. Um, all right. And I've starred that comment and I will come back to that. Um, and I see some talk about that in the chat. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Yes, I do. I sure do need another backup pair. Gloria, welcome in. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a great Thursday. I was live earlier from Fort Christmas earlier today. Did a little stroll around there. It's a little, I like going live from there, but it's a little tedious or whatever word you want to use for it because the signal out there is not very plentiful. Even outdoors, even outside, some of the smaller buildings, the little houses um, that they have out there don't, they block the signal for some reason. So I need to get back out there really soon, and I'm just going to record walkthroughs of all the houses so that you can see what's in them because they're really neat. They're really neat. It's a really neat snapshot of how the lifestyle was and how they did things back in way back in the 1800s and the early 1900s. It was really cool. Yeah, it's a really cool fort, and I love it. And it's just really, they do it really well. They upkeep it really well. And I actually didn't record anything today because there was a whole group of kids they were just kind of back in that area, and then there were several workers that showed up to like do things around there. So I ended up leaving actually after I streamed, and I'll probably go back there next week and just record and not try not to do anything live. Um, but right here at the outset, let me just do some housekeeping. Um, if you're watching and you have not already, and if you are liking what you're watching, pop that like button down here somewhere. And what else? If you want to keep watching, want to see more, feel free to subscribe, totally free. I am looking at, and hold on, guys, I just got low battery. Okay. Okay, I am plugged in again. Okay, back to what I was saying. Bop the like if you haven't, if you like what you're watching, if you want to watch more, subscribe, totally free. I'm trying to find 900, get to 900 subscribers by the end of 2025. Hopefully, I'm hoping I reach that goal and exceed it because the next milestone is 1K, and I definitely want to get there. Hopefully by my birthday, which is April the 6th. So I'm hoping I smash 900 by the end of the year, and then I get to 1,000 by my birthday. And if you're watching this on the replay, I need to write myself out a script or something. But if you're watching this on the replay, make sure to leave a comment and let me know that you were watching. Speaking of replays, this is the last, so I mentioned this on my Fort Christmas stream. I'm going to mention it here, and I'm just going to leave it after that. Yesterday, I was live at Hollywood Studios. It was a great stream. Enjoyed the stroll around. It was a great time. And I'll kind of recap that. I'll come back to that, just my visit to Hollywood Studios in general. But it was a great stream. I enjoyed it. It was a little shorter than I normally do. It was a little under an hour. I normally go an hour and a half to 2 hours or whatever. But anyway, yesterday, and I'm not as technologically savvy as some people, but I'm not like a total dunce when it comes to like electronics. So I just my brain fell asleep, figuratively speaking, and my fingers got excited, and I was doing some stuff on StreamYard, and I accidentally deleted yesterday's stream. So the Hollywood Studio stream is no longer available, guys. Unfortunately, and if you were watching it live, if you got to enjoy it live, I hope you enjoyed it because it is no longer there to enjoy, which is really sad because there were a couple points that I wanted to go back and screenshot. But I'll be back there. I'll be back there hopefully really soon. But yeah, I'll be back there. But upcoming streams coming up for in the future. The only stream I have set up for sure right now is Monday at the Magic Kingdom, and That'll probably be the only mobile streams, out and about, until the following week. I may, but I'm going to tell you what I'm looking to do, and I don't have anything set up. I'll talk about that later, because I'm bringing back my regular streams, and I'll just recap what they are and when they are, later on in the stream. But it was a really great day. So let me just start by, first of all, I put there's a pinned comment up at the top of the chat. What would you like to discuss? Would you like to say anything? Would you like to ask questions? Kind of almost kind of an ask me anything, but specific topic more than a question. Suggest anything, I guess. And then we can talk it out. It doesn't have to be Disney. It can be whatever. I do have Robin. I do have your comment from before that you said, and we'll get to that I'll get to that in a minute. But I do want to talk about Hollywood Studios because it was a good time. I'll just recap it. Take a few minutes to kind of go over Hollywood Studios. So a few weeks ago, I was going to go to Hollywood Studios and stream, and I had some technical difficulties that day as well. And that didn't happen. So yesterday's stream was kind of the rescheduling of that. And then, of course, I ended up deleting it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just not supposed to stream Hollywood Studios. I don't know. But anyway, it was a good day. I went there with my mom, and she'd never been to Hollywood Studios, and so that was her first time seeing the park. Um, and she went off to explore while I was streaming, and we reconnected afterwards. And in addition to that, we met up with Tina McNeil. You know her as T McNeil in the chats, um, as well as Chuck, Tina's husband. They are visiting Florida, Walt Disney World right now, and they're having a grand old time. So I don't know if Tina will actually be in the chat. They are doing Disney, and I actually hope Tina does not pop in the live because she should be enjoying Disney. And so I'm going to be seeing them a couple more times while they're down here, Saturday, and then next week on Friday. Um, so um, anyway, we met up with them briefly. We walked through One Man's Dream, and that was great exhibit, great walkthrough. If you go to Hollywood Studios, make sure you visit the One Man's Dream because that's just a great. Um, it's a great exhibit, and then the film. I hadn't seen that film that they show at the end in quite a while. We went in there and we watched that, and that was really fascinating. Tony O'Tower, welcome in. Great to have you in. Um, so um, we did that, and then we did. Um, what did we do after? We parted ways with Tina and Chuck, and we went to have lunch at the Woody's Lunchbox. Here is the Turkey Legster commentary / review on Woody's Lunchbox in Toy Story Land. Here we go. Good things that happened, bad things that happened. What we got was good. What we my mom and I both got the same, basically the same thing. We got the turkey sandwich because Hollywood Studios doesn't sell turkey legs, so I figured at least I can have something turkey. It wasn't the same, but anyway, it was a good sandwich. Really good. They serve it on a multi-grain bun. It's got the turkey, it's got lettuce and tomato. It's got like a mayonnaise or whatever in it, but you can also get like mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, condiment packs, on the stand. It comes with the potato barrels, aka tater tots, or you can substitute for a little tomato soup cup. Um, and they have other things too. They have like a barbecue pork sandwich, and they have like a grilled cheese, I think. Um, and anyway, so that was really good. What I had ended up being a really good sandwich. It's really tasty. Um, but let me talk about the everything else about the experience. Um, was not the best. Um, it was kind of, I mean, it was like lunchtime when we went, so there's that. But it was kind of a line, and then there was no seating. There was no tables available. It was a kind of a situation where there might be one opening up kind of in the back of the area, and but there's someone over there waiting. So by the time we get around there, they've already taken it. So that happened at least twice. I think while we were kind of looking for tables, we ended up finding a bench kind of across the way, um, and so it was better than nothing. Um, but yeah, they could definitely use more seating, and I don't honestly know where we would put more seating there. Um, uh, but yeah. But so overall, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7, 6, 7. Oh, they just added more seating, Robin. I know they just added the overhang. I did see the overhang. It's decently shaded, which um, was a good move. But okay, now they've got to put some more benches, at least more benches. There's only a couple of benches in that area. They could put some more benches, that would be great. Um, but Toy Story Land, I want to like it more, but it just always seems crowded and hot. Even yesterday, and it really wasn't that hot yesterday. The forecast, but because out there really isn't a ton of shade in Toy Story Land. Um, it's just hot and it's crowded and it's just a lot. Um, so we did find shade when we walked into Galaxy's Edge. We took a stroll through there. Um, and yeah, Hollywood Studios, I believe it, Robin. They there's a few spots. There's a few little places to do, and I should do a series on cool things you can do in the park. Um, yes, Leah Lyle. Toy Story Land is hot, so you'd have to stroll through there first thing in the morning or a late afternoon, evening. If you kind of want to, enjoy it. Or if you're visiting like this time of year and there is like a chillier day, you're there on a chilly day or it's an overcast day. Um, so that helps the heat aspect because there is no shade. There is very little shade. Um, and it's crowded. There's three attractions there. Um, and there's just a lot of people there. And but the concept wise, the theming wise is great. Woody and Buzz and all them. Loved the Toy Story franchise. Well, the first three I liked. And I'm not going to get into that unless you want me to. Um, but but um, after we did that, we kind of strolled through. We strolled through Galaxy's Edge. We came out past, on the other end of Galaxy's Edge, and uh, we kind of strolled out past Echo Lake and Indiana Jones, and we kind of left there. We were headed out maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, because we were just kind of. Um, I was kind of done, and we were just kind of it was ready to go. And so it was a good outing and good visit and good day. And so, yes, Tony, Hollywood needs to grow more trees. They are working trees into the new animation, the Art of Animation courtyard. They're going to have some like planter and whatever. So it's going to be a little more of like a green space. I'm excited to see what they end up doing there. Um, okay, guys. So I promise I will get to what I asked, discussion topics. So, um, Timothy, welcome in. Is there going to be new stuff at Art of Animation? Is. There is. There's going to be. Where's my phone? Oh dear. Okay, give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can find the. I took a picture of the concept art. Oh, let me see here. Share. Okay, is that on the screen? Okay, there we go. Let me take myself out. You guys know how beautiful I am. So there's the artwork for um, the animation courtyard, Art of Animation courtyard. Um, so I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but down here towards the bottom, above the word coming right here, this little entrance area, this is of course where they used to have the archway, and that is already gone. There is walls up along, the entranceway here over near where the entrance to the Little Mermaid show is, and that is still open. The Little Mermaid show is still open over here on the left, over here above the More Magic, that queue. There's the queue, and then the show is still going on inside there. But you see, so they're putting in a whole like green space here, some trees along here. Looks like they are going to have some benches. I hope that part of the concept art stays true. They're going to have this Sorcerer Mickey hat as you go into the exhibit. I'm not exactly sure what's going to be in there. Something to do with animation. It's going to be some kind of a show or an exhibit. It's been a while since I have, you know, looked at the article. Then over here in the big building on the right, that's going to be some kind of kids show, maybe Disney Junior type of a deal. Um, but it's going to be geared for the little ones over here. So, yeah, looking forward to that. So, hold on. There I am. All right, so do 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 do. Yes, Timmy. Yeah, Doug, Zippity Doo Doug always is really awesome. Sharing, shouting out my channel, and yes, I am Dean the Turkey Legster. This is my channel, and so welcome, Timothy. Hope you enjoy my stuff. So the over here along the bottom where the archway used to be, down here towards the bottom where the words are, there's a wall there, and then it kind of goes up where this the left side on your screen is of the trees. So that's already walled off because they still have the Little Mermaid show open, which is over in this building. So I'm not sure what else they would. I mean, they might have to wall off something else, but I'm not sure they will need to. I think, based on what I saw yesterday, I think they've walled off what they're going to. Um, yeah, I think it's going to be Animation Courtyard. I'm just catching up on chat, guys. Timothy, good question. I go. Uh, so I go to the Disney parks as much as I can, and more specifically, I go now that the weather in Central Florida is a lot more, in some cases, palatable versus like the summer. Um, I'm trying to aim to go almost every week. I am blocked out because I have I only have the lowest tier pass, the pixie dust, so I can't go on the weekends, and then they block out like the busier, holiday times, which is totally fine with me. But to answer your question, Timothy, at least through the spring, I'm going to try to get there almost every week um, to do, and I do a little stroll around the parks for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, um, and just kind of appreciating the ambiance and the architecture around and looking at some of the details around, or if there's a scavenger hunt. I did the Pluto's pumpkin pursuit hunt at Epcot of about a month ago, and that's back on the channel. That was a lot of fun. So, but I am going to be at Magic Kingdom, as Robin said, um, in on Monday. So 9:30 a.m. And I go two other places in Central Florida as well. So it's a party night. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm planning. I don't know. I'm going to stay on Monday as long as I can. But after I stream in the morning, planning to, go into some of the shows and stuff and enjoy the park because it is going to be cooler that day. In fact, it's going to be chilly that day. Um, and yeah, Pete McDevitt is coming down. He's going to Jollywood Nights. Um, in fact, think I'm gonna see him on Saturday. Um, oh, I have to get ready for bed soon, Timothy. Okay, well, stay as long as you can, Timothy. I'm glad you're in. Um, so Timothy, and anyone who watches this that not too familiar with my channel, I have some regular home streams that I do. Um, and one of those, the regular shows that I do, is Storyland. Storyland is a stream where I go live and I read stories to help relax and, help you unwind and enjoy. That's normally on Thursdays during this time. Um, but it's on hiatus right now. And then this chat is normally on Saturday nights. And so I'm kind of on a hiatus right now. And so everything's kind of wishy-washy, but that's all going to change starting next week. So um, I think that's the perfect time to go into my announcement. Hi, Chris. Welcome in the Curtis family. Um, Happy Thursday. Um, so now it's announcement time. So I've been on a hiatus, kind of not really a regular schedule, just kind of live when I can instead of a set schedule and a set night and a set time, which honestly, um, I thought that kind of doing that would help, and it did for a couple of weeks. But then the longer I go in a hiatus mode, I kind of realized that um, I kind of just need to have a plan and stick to it and kind of focus myself. So, what I'm going to be doing with the channel, because I've realized that I tend to burn out and need to take a break, a sabbatical, hiatus, after a certain period of time. What I did earlier this year was I set up tried to set up a set like couple weeks throughout the year where certain like 2 week periods where I would take a sabbatical. It was a set week. Um, I'm tweaking that a little bit now. And so starting next week, I'm bringing back Storyland and Let's Talk Turkey. So Thursday nights, normally this night of the week during this hour, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will now be Storyland that you'll see on the channel. And so I'll be reading stories, coming up during December. All the Thursdays in December are going to be Christmas stories. Um, and all Saturdays, Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be Let's Talk Turkey, and that's just chat what I'm doing now. Chat, ask me anything kind of a thing. Um, you know, ranting, getting off my chest, anything I need to do. Special guests, maybe, and play a game, maybe. So that's on Saturdays. In addition to that, I'm still going out to Disney, the beach for sunrise, any other places around Central Florida that I go to, and I'm keeping my eye out for some good places that I can kind of add to my regular streaming spots. I've kind of there seems like there should be more, but in Central Florida, places that I feel like I would feel comfortable streaming. But I do what I can, and if I find someplace new, I'll definitely put it on the channel, bring it to the channel. Um, so there's the mobile streams too. Just kind of those will be more random, and I'll see what I can do about getting myself on just maybe a regular day of the week if I can, or a couple days of the week. I'm thinking between Monday and Wednesday, try to be at Disney. Um, so that's just, something to keep in mind for the channel. Um, coming up in December, um, every morning I am going live for my Peanuts Countdown to Christmas with a Story a Day. And so what that is every morning from the 1st to the 25th of December until Christmas Day, I will be live at 8 o'clock in the morning, a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for just a short story. These are just short stories featuring the Peanuts. And so this is the story for December 7th. And so you can see that is all that there is for the story. So they're really short. And so these are just going to be like 5-minute streams basically in the morning where I go live, I say good morning, I read the story, and then I sign off. And so, but they are going to be live, and you can pop in if you're up in that hour. And if there's a morning that I can't, I have an appointment or something or big plans that I really can't work around. I can't work in the stream. I may go live maybe a little earlier at like 7:30, but maybe not much earlier than that. Or I will I'll pre-record it. I'll upload it as a video at the same time, to go live at the same time. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, and so let me go up to, yes. I actually, and I did this series a few years ago. um, recorded. It was like a vlog series. And so that is on the channel, and you can actually get to it through my link tree, which is in the description of the video. If you click the link tree link, and then the Christmas countdown is on there, as well as I had updated it with the countdown to Halloween, which is the same thing. It's just a bunch of stories, um, 31 stories from the 1st of October to the end of October. So that link, that series, is in in there too. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so what else is there to cover about the channel? Um, I think it's time. If I forgot anything, if you guys need to know anything else about the channel, please ask it in the chat while I'm showing you what I need to show you. um, I went shopping a couple weeks ago, and I don't actually switch into Christmas mode until after Thanksgiving. That weekend is when all of my fall stuff, autumn stuff comes down. Um, and I switch to Christmas at that point. That's just how I do. And but I'm kind of easing into Christmas, and I was at Walmart. Mark Langenkamp, welcome in. Yes, we can now get started. Uh, so I went to Walmart, and they've got a whole Christmas section. Whole Christmas, Christmas out, guys, and they had ornaments, and I got a couple ornaments the last time I was there, but and I had to get these. You are jumped into full force into Christmas, Lyle. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I can. I'll go into. Let's kind of go into. It's kind of a little bit of a discussion topic. I could kind of share my thoughts on it, but I got this. Charlie Brown Christmas. Little VHS tape. You see that? VHS tape. And then there's the back. So that's really adorable. I have seen they've done this with a couple other like movie classics. Um, I have an ornament like this for Jurassic Park, I think. So it's a lot of fun. So I got that. And I was gonna limit, sorry, I'm trying to get this out of the pack. I was gonna like limit myself to just one ornament, but then I saw this ornament and I had to get it. So I got it. I got it. So here it is. Snoopy. This is Snoopy with a little Woodstock on top there. Christmas drummer Snoopy. And so adorable. So adorable. So yes, Lyle, these were both those ornaments are at Walmart. And they've got a ton of ornaments. There were some Star Wars ornaments like Mandalorian, Grogu, um, other like Disney, Mickey and Minnie and all that. They had some Peanuts ornaments and other like movie franchises, popular movies, Marvel, um, superheroes type thing. And then now I've got a little collection of um, what are these called? Stockings. I've got a collection of stockings. But I saw this and this was really cute. Is it lagging? Is everyone good on seems to be okay on my end. So is the stream okay for everyone? As I'm showing a totally cute Snoopy stocking. Like the ugly sweater. Ugly sweater design. And so I got this. Stream is all good. Must be your internet. Yeah, check your internet. Um so I also got this at Walmart and really cute. I forget how much this was. I think it was about $15 maybe 15-ish dollars. So really cute, really cute. They had kind of a little section of a lot of peanut things, but I only got the ones I thought were more that I wanted to get. Uh, sorry guys. Wow. It's exhausting being this awesome. Anyway, does it feel like sweater material? The outside does. The inside feel hold on. Oh, I should probably take the tag off. Where'd my skizzers go? Skizzers! Where's my skizzers? Where's my skizzers? Where's my skizzers? Oh, right where I put them. What am I gonna do with myself? Alright, so that comes off the tag. Oh, okay. Alright. So the inside actually almost like a felt type material. What's the tag say? It does not say. Peanuts. Spot clean with mild detergent. Do not wash. Okay. Made in China. Why? Sure. Why not? Um, I have your stapler, Mark. I don't have a stapler in here. Oh, I have two pairs of scissors. Um, I have Scotch tape. Scotch tape. David T, welcome in. It's me, David T. Hello. Welcome in, Turkey. I want turkey too. Oh, speaking of turkey, I've still got my stickers over here. My turkey stickers. There's some turkey stickers. How did you say? Oh, skizzers. 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 And I'm done with them now, so I put them away. Um, okay. So anyway, so I think this is the part of the stream where, so I did ask at the top of the chat, what would you like me to discuss? Um, but I think it's time to start winding down, which means I'm going to move into my last segment. But before I do that, Robin, I'm going to make a note on this because I know you and Lyle were starting to discuss that earlier in the at the beginning of the stream. Um, so Christmas traditions, we are going to circle back to that in a few weeks when we get into the Christmas after Thanksgiving, um, when we get into December. Um, we'll talk about Christmas traditions. Um, Part of, and one of those traditions I want to touch on. Um, so, okay, so I am going to have, mark your calendars, guys. Saturday, November the 22nd will be my Thanksgiving. It's going to be the Thanksgiving chat stream. Okay? Um, if you guys would like to come on the screen, I'm considering having some people on this stream that night. Or we might just, it'll, be normal where we have in the chat. I'm kind of thinking about that. But the 22nd of November is going to be the Thanksgiving chat. Then Thanksgiving night, because Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, um, that night, if you're not too stuffed of turkey and the fixins, that evening I am doing Storyland that night. And that's going to be, as I normally do, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, as well as a brand new story that I am going to be reading for on the channel. Um, 8 p.m. That's going to be 8 p.m. All these the Storyland and Let's Talk Turkey, always 8 p.m. except when they're not. So like 99.999% of the time. Um, yeah, David T. It's Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. Does anyone stuff their turkey anymore? Um, I, I mean, we stuff our turkeys when we do them. Um, and then I stuff me with the turkey after that. So, all right, guys, you guys want to hear a story tonight before I sign off? You want to hear a story? Let me know. You want to hear a story? So, at the beginning of the stream, I showed you Bucky, my little Bucky, and he was hosting my turkey leg head thing um, because it was extra, but then my other one broke, and so now I need this one in here, and so I think I'm gonna have to get one or two other new bonus ones. But I'll probably wait till I don't know if I'll wait because you're going to be popular this time of year. So had I ordered some bonus extra ones when the other one broke, um, I don't know. But everyone's going to be ordering turkey headbands for Thanksgiving. All right, guys. Sorry I will not be in the stream that night after. Oh, okay. Head to Disney on Black Friday. Wonderful. Well, safe travels. I hope you have good best wishes. Any traveling that anyone's doing over the holidays, I know things are quite special, for lack of a better word, right now with, or about to be, if they haven't been already, with, the air travel. Um, so, yeah. Anyway, story time, guys. Story time. I will go ahead and read a story. So I showed this a few weeks ago. I got this at Bucky's. This is a story. Bucky goes to school. So I'm going to read it tonight. So Bucky Goes to School is written by Catherine Applin. Tony, this is I think this is a brand new one they just came out with a few months ago for like, in the summer for like back to school. Um, they've had like coloring books with, Bucky's, but this is the first like storybook that I've seen. Um, all right. Early one morning, all quiet and still, Bucky was fast asleep dreaming until until gotta turn the page. Until ring a ling a ling a ring a ding a ling a ling came the cry from the clock. It sputtered and juddered and yelled with a squawk. Oh, waking up, Mr. Bucky. He wiggled his toes and stretched his arms wide. He shook out his tail and opened his eyes. School starts today. I can't wait to go. I can't wait to learn. I can't wait to grow. In a flash he was dressed, red hat and all. He brushed his buck teeth and raced down the hall. There he is, brushing his teeth. Waffles were waiting in towering piles. His parents were there. He's got parents. Wow. Uh, his parents were there with ear to ear smiles. Cruise and theme park guide, welcome in. Hello, there's Bucky. That's with Bucky from, yeah, Bucky's. Um, a beaver, actually. But yes, that is Bucky. This is Bucky Goes to School. After they ate, it was time to head out. They hopped in their boat and took the school route. They're in a boat. He goes in a boat. I didn't know he goes in a boat. Next came goodbyes with a hug and a kiss. We're so proud of you. You're ready for this. Then out of the blue, he felt a big swerve. Bucky was scared. He was losing his nerve. Oh no, don't do that. He was losing his nerve. I do that when I can't get a turkey leg. The kids in his class were gathered in groups. His stomach did flips and loop-diddy-loops. What if I mess up and wreck the first day? Does everyone else know just what to say? Hmm. It's harder the bigger these books are because I can't see if you can see it. Bucky wanted to hide to make himself small. He sat down alone right next to the wall. Oh, Bucky. But his teacher was calm, kind, and gray-haired. Does anyone here feel nervous or scared? At first, no one moved. Then, one at a time, the kids looked around and let their hands climb. I know how you feel. There's no need to fret. I'll teach you a Hold on, did I? Okay. I'll teach you a trick, a way to reset. Let's take a deep breath, or take, no, sorry, take a deep breath. We'll do it together. Next, let it out. The slower, the better. It helps if you count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4 beats, then out for 4 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hmm. Now one more big breath, the same as before. Breathe in for 4 beats, then out for 4 more. That wasn't that wasn't 4 beats, but anyway. It helped, Bucky thought. He felt something shift. He felt like himself. He felt less adrift. His mind was more settled. His butterfly gone. Then outside at lunch, he noticed a fawn. This looks like my chance. I'll go make a friend. Before he approached, he practiced again. He went through each step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4 beats, then out for 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now fully relaxed, Bucky felt brave. He walked toward the fawn and offered a wave. She smiled and waved back. He told wait. Oh, she smiled and waved back. He told her his name. I'm Dory, she said. Do you want to play? She held out her hand, and Bucky took hold. Ooh, his fear was all gone. He felt pretty bold. They ran and they skipped, they dove and they dipped, they jumped and they flipped, they zagged and they zipped, they read and they sang, they cut and they drew, they danced and they wrote, they caught and they threw. Oops, what am I doing here? Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take that off till after the stream. Okay, now here's the picture. The time went by fast. The first day was done. He'd made a school friend. He'd had so much fun. Jonathan, welcome in. He'd tried some new things, like the tool that he'd learned to take a deep breath when feeling concerned. It was easy enough. Now that he knew, he'd teach all his friends. He'd show his folks too. Bucky went home feeling happy and cool, and he couldn't wait to come back to school. And that is the end of Bucky Goes to School. So deep breaths, everyone. Gotta remember that if they run out of turkey legs at Disney on Monday. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that fun story. Wanted to read that tonight. Um, so anyway, yeah, that's gonna be the stream tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming. Monday at Magic Kingdom, I am live 9:30, and then I will make plans for further streams as we go on. There are ideas and there's plans in my brain, as I said. Actually, next Thursday, Storyland will be back, and so I'll be doing all stories. This was Let's Talk Turkey, and I just read a story during it. But Let's Talk Turkey is coming back. It's going to be on back next Saturday. It's going to be on the 15th. And then Storyland comes back to Thursdays on the 13th. And both these shows streams are weekly, and they're at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know, did I actually finish telling you what I'm doing with the streams? Really quickly, what I'm doing now with the streams is they're going to go for what I'm calling a season, where they're about eight to 10 weeks. And I will go for that period, and then I will take a pause for 1, 2, or 3 weeks. And then I will start up again for the next season, and it'll just go. And so my breaks, you know, anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, where I will kind of step back in between these seasons of like the shows. And so this is the next week we'll start the kind of the holiday season. Um, so it'll be about 8 to 10 weeks, and then about 1 to 3 weeks break, and then another 8 to 10 weeks. And so it's going to be pattern. And I think during my breaks, I am also going to include. Um, I might not include the mobile streams, but I will at least be stepping away from home streams for those few weeks, just to kind of let myself recharge and think about the channel. Oh, but anyway, that's basically it. So thank you all for watching, everyone live. Thank you so much for being in the live chat and chatting. And I know sometimes I miss comments, um, but if you've said something that you want me to not miss, jump in the comments afterwards, and let me know. You can also, I'm on social media. This is my email. you want to reach out to me through email. I'm also on, yeah, I'm on Instagram. Actually, up here, this QR code is my link tree. If you want to, if you're want to scan that, if you can scan that, that's my link tree. It's got Instagram, Facebook are the two platforms that I'm really on, and if you'd like to connect to me, um, and so yeah, looking forward to the upcoming um, season of my streams, and I am going to be working over the next several days to get all the streams set up as well as the streams for my Christmas countdown, Peanuts Christmas countdown. That's coming December 1st. So, anyway, here we go. So, thank you to the watchers, the viewers. Thank you for everyone for subscribing. And again, if you're not subscribed, you are warmly invited to do so. Totally free. You'll know when I'm live and when I post stuff. And thank you to my Gobble Squad moderators. I've had a couple of you in here tonight. I've got several more that are busy with life. But thank you all for helping me with my channel, keeping my chat clean, friendly, and not bad. So, thank you all. Have a gobbletastic night, and then I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Guys, take care, guys. I can't talk.